Hey, good morning. Welcome. My name is Tracy and I'm starting a vlog today. I have several things that I'd like to talk about and to continue a vlog, but right now what we're going to start with is my COVID-19 journey. So I tested positive I tested Monday and I got the results back today with Thursday, and it was positive for COVID-19. We are doing what the health department has asked us to do and quarantine myself from my family. I have 6 children. 2 of them live on their own and are married with their own families, and then we have 4 still living at home. So my husband and the 4 children are in the house, and I'm out here in our camper, which I'm very blessed to be able to do that. They wanted us to quarantine on one side of the house, and me on one side of the house and them on another side of the house. And our house is not set up that well for that. Like, I would have to literally stay in my bedroom, which has a bathroom attached, and that's it, because right outside my bedroom is our dining room and our kitchen, and they would definitely have to have access to all that. So I'm blessed that I get to come out here and stay right in my front yard. So here we are. I just thought I would tell you a little bit about my journey. I don't know if anybody's interested. It'll be fun for me to look back on anyway and see how we've overcome it. So for the next 14 days, I'm planning on doing a daily update and just let you know how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and what I'm doing to occupy my time. I think that's probably going to be the most challenging, because I have, like I said, I have children and a husband, and he has a farm, and we have homeschooling, and he's going to be taking care of all that. So his life is probably who I should be vlogging, because he'll be the busiest. I'll be sitting in the camper doing things, trying to stay busy and chilling a little bit. So let me tell you how I discovered I had COVID-19. So our church family had gotten a few positive cases, a couple positive cases at church, and they immediately shut the church down, no services for 2 weeks. And a family member became positive, and then another family member had a positive test. I hadn't been around those family members. I really hadn't, especially the one, as soon as he had symptoms, like quarantined himself per doctor's orders, and just, without the health department or without a test, he just decided that was the best thing to do. And I hadn't been around the other family member. Now, my husband Greg had for just a little bit at the barn one day, and I mean, like, he thinks 15-20 minutes, and they were outside and definitely within 6, farther away than 6 feet. So we didn't, we just thought we hadn't been around much. And so on Saturday, I went and had coffee with a friend, and I thought when I tasted it, I thought, this don't taste very good. It doesn't taste bad, and it just didn't taste, and didn't think anything of it. Came home, woke up the next morning and was like, I can't smell anything. Couldn't hardly taste anything, couldn't taste anything. So we decided I better get a test. So I went and tried to get a rapid test, and that didn't work out. I needed an appointment, and I needed to register online, and I hadn't done either one of those, and I didn't know that was their policy. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't my fault. I just didn't know. So when I came home, I went ahead and registered, and then I was going to get the rapid test on Monday. And then they said I would know within like a couple hours. So I registered and got it all taken care of. And on Monday morning, I got a message saying that my test was canceled for some reason. And I wasn't sure why. I just knew I needed a test. I wanted it. At that point, I was really kind of thinking it's kind of silly for me to get a test because I feel okay. I just couldn't taste. So I wasn't really, I wanted a test because I wanted to clear myself, because I wanted to help my son and daughter-in-law with their little one. I wanted to be able to babysit and not worry that I was going to give my grandbaby COVID-19. So anyway, I went ahead and went and got the test at our local county drive-through free testing site. And I did it myself. I took the swabs and done, per instructions, both nostrils, 3 seconds each side, put it in the little test tube, put it in the biohazard bag, and sent it back in the window. And that was Monday. Monday happened to be Columbus Day. So I don't know if that is why it took so long, but I didn't get my results until today, which is Thursday. It did say 3 to 5 days, so maybe it had anything to do with Columbus Day, but I've known people to get their test results within the next day or 2. So I was kind of surprised it took me 3. Anyway, we got the results early that morning, and early to this morning, I had already sent my kids to school because the health department I had called and talked, and they said, well, if you don't have any symptoms and you don't you don't have a positive, then go ahead and send the kids to school. And remember, I didn't really think I had any symptoms. I just really wasn't smelling very good or tasting, and I thought maybe it was just like allergies or something. I didn't know, but I didn't feel like I had any symptoms. Sent the kids to school, so I had to go get them right away. Like, I called immediately and said, hey, it was like 9 o'clock, and I said, hey, I just got my test results, and I need to get the kids out of the classrooms and get them, picked up. My husband wasn't home yet, so they agreed that I could come pick them up, and they would just send them out to the car, and I wouldn't be like in close to anybody. I would just be, I'm going to sneeze, just be, picking them up, and they would jump in the car. So that's what we did. I got home, and my husband is a school bus driver. So that's another sticky situation. He called immediately to his supervisors, and so the next couple hours really was talking to supervisors, talking to the head of the department, talking to the health department, trying to figure out the best, the best route to take, what we needed to do. So health department had asked us to quarantine myself from the kids and Greg, because they don't have absolutely anything. Like, I'm having a little bit of a head cold and no taste and smell. They have nothing. So they asked me to separate the house. Like, the kids stay on one side of the house and Greg and I'll stay on the other side. And with our house, that's really not a good setup, because like, I would have to stay in my bedroom. My bedroom has the master bath and bedroom, so I would be okay in that area. But like, the kitchen and dining room is right outside my door. So the kids would be, that's where they do their schooling. That's where, we would have to cook their dinners, or Greg would have to cook their dinners and stuff. So it wasn't very feasible for me to really stay completely away from him that way. And he mentioned that we had a camper, and they said that would be great. That would be awesome. So they said, that would be a great idea. So we took the camper, parked it in our front yard, and I'm sitting in the camper right now. This will be my home for the next 14 days. And I'm okay with that. Like, I want my kids safe, and I want my husband safe, and I'll do what I need to do. And I'm going to vlog and tell you how I feel, like how I'm feeling physically, how I'm doing like mentally. Like, right now I'm chilling. Like, it was a rush around trying to get everything set up. I wanted to get everything set up. I wanted to get moved in. I wanted to get away from the kids. I sat outside and watched them. I have a camp chair sitting right outside the door. Watch them play on the trampoline, jump around, play, hit the baseball. They did some dirt bike riding and four-wheeler riding, and I got to watch them take off to that. So I felt like I was still parked. I was still breaking up and telling them to calm down and not fight, and trying to take care of some sibling rivalry. I still felt like I was being mama. So I'm okay with that. I plan on reading. I have lots of books I brought out to the camper. I don't get to read much. I'm a mom of 6, and I don't get time to read. So probably because I need quiet. I don't like extra noise. I need to focus, I guess. I love to read, but I just need quiet to do that. So I'm looking forward to that, actually. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to doing these vlogs and figuring out a lot of the editing and stuff that I need to do. So I feel like today I'm okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. Now, I expect the next probably 2 days to be like that, and then I'll really kind of be missing my kids. But like I said, I get to see them. I get to watch them play, and I'm okay. My biggest concern is for Greg, who is, like I said, he's a farmer. He's got lots of things that needs to be done. He now has the added responsibility of 4 kids, 4 homeschool. They have homeschool packets they have to get done. Just cooking dinner and breakfast and lunch, and making sure laundry's done, and stuff that I do on, that's my job. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I feel bad for him. That's who I feel bad for, because he has a lot of extra things added to him, and they'll do just fine. He'll do great, I know. So I'll just tell you a little bit about my symptoms besides the taste and smell. Today, I've had a little bit more pressure in my chest. So I do feel like there's a little bit of pressure happening in my chest and clearing my throat a lot, I feel like. But other than that, I feel okay. So join me tomorrow and I'll tell you more. Oh, let me tell you about Dalton before we get off here. So I picked Dalton up from school and their kids are like, "What's going on, Mom? Are you positive?" And I said, "Yeah, guys, I'm positive." And Dalton is our youngest. He's 6. And he said, "Does that mean I don't get to hug my mom?" And I said, "Buddy, that's what that means. We can't hug, like, for the next few days, 14 days, we won't be able to hug." He was like, "Oh, man." And you could hear him, like, tearing up back there, and his little voice was quivering. And he said, "Hey, Mom." And I said, "Yeah, buddy." And he said, "Mom, does that mean I can't go to McDonald's?" And I said, "Yes, buddy, that's what that means." And he just, it was just a bummer of a day for a 6-year-old. He couldn't hug his mom and he couldn't have McDonald's. And I wanted to remember that because it was so cute. He was so serious and he just quivered. His little voice was quivering. And anyway, oh, the life of a 6-year-old. But anyway, join me tomorrow and hopefully I'll give you an update and let you know how I'm feeling then. Bye, guys.